listen carefully. Jesus Christ is not a human person.
Right.
He's a divine person who assumed a human nature. So he's fully God,
Yep.
fully man, 100% divine, 100% human. That hypostatic union is in his person, but he's not a human person because he's a divine person from all eternity. He's the second person of the Trinity, the Logos, the Son of God. If he assumed a person, he would be two persons, divine person and human person in tandem, like doing a dance. That's not Catholic, right? That was condemned.
That's right.
That's Nestorianism. That's a heresy. What that means, though, however, is Mary, of course, is a created human person. So she is the first human person in the beatific vision.
This is one of those other points you and I would take one side against von Balthasar, because von Balthasar believed that Christ on the cross was making acts of faith, hope, and charity. No, because St. Thomas Aquinas teaches that he already had the beatific vision. But you know who was making acts at the cross of faith, hope, and charity was Our Lady.
Correct.
And sometimes that's why I go to her in my doubts and difficulties and everything in life, is because she had to make acts of faith and hope. Christ was just supersonic charity all the time, and she is too supersonic charity, but at the cross, because she's a human person, had to make acts of faith, as we do as human persons here on earth. We know our Lord is saddened, that we know that, in fact, he's bearing the majority of the brunt of all of the sufferings of you, of me, of all of our listeners. He's bearing the majority of that brunt. But did he accept Mary, EXCEPT, from that invincibility in heaven, or do you think she continues suffering and is sorrowful in heaven for the church right now?
It's a good. I mean, I had the same question. When I was working on my PhD. Every couple of weeks, I'd get together with my director, Father James Lehrberger. He's a Cistercian, great priest, good theologian, good philosopher, good Thomist. And we were sitting up late one night talking about theological topics, and I brought that question up. I said, how is it that Our Lady can cry in apparitions or be sad or talk about her sorrows if she's in the beatific vision?
Okay, same question.
So it's the same question. Yep. He had a good answer. I'm not sure it's the answer, but it's the best answer I can think of. He speculated, and again, he wasn't dogmatic about it, that when Our Lady is in these apparitions, the modality of it is from her perspective at the foot of the cross. In fact, she may even have had knowledge of these apparitions at the foot of the cross.
I like that. I love that.
By an infused knowledge.
Almost a bilocation through history.
Exactly. So the modality that you're seeing Our Lady suffering in time and praying and interceding and calling to penance is actually the modality of her at Golgotha.
Awesome. I hope so.
But currently at the right hand, it's not. She doesn't have that. You know, maybe all of her interaction with us is through that modality of her standing at the foot of the cross with the sword in her heart.
Yeah, it's a great answer.